Ugh. It's just an odd photo. It's just... Hi everyone, in this video critique, this one is for a Kevin Minato. I'm sure I've seen him on my YouTube a lot, leaving lots of comments. It says, hi, my name is Kevin Minato. I am a 17-year-old and I've been doing photography for about 4 months now. Okay, we're getting a whole portfolio critique for only 4 months worth of work. I use a Canon 60D and a Tamron 17 to 55 f2.8. I've been watching your videos on YouTube for around 2 weeks now and I love it. I'm getting 98% my photography 12 AP class at high school, and I will be taking my portfolio for my final project at the end of the year, and I'm looking for your expertise for advice. I do not have any models to use, so I end up doing a lot of scenic images and photography of myself with a tripod. What do you mean you've got no models to use? You're saying you're at school just now? You've got... Oh, you've probably got no friends. The time of year is not great for photography right now because all of the plants and trees are looking dead. There's never... Okay, first rule of photography, there's never a bad time to take photos. Autumn time is amazing. When all the trees are dying, there's so much colour coming out of the place. Springtime, you've got the birds, you've got the animals, you've got the plants. Summertime, you've got that lovely summer feel, the festivals, the parties that are going on, the people that are around you, the glorious sunsets that you get. Wintertime, there isn't a bad time of year to get shots. You just need to know what you need to get shots of. But I've tried my best to make punchy images. Images don't always have to be punchy. Muted, dull photos of dying plants can be just as interesting as a nice flowering bouquet. I hereby give no orders to replicate my images. Okay, thank you. I've added 6 images in case you're not allowed to use the abdominal lighting image on YouTube. I think it should be fine. Okay, the first one is Tree of Life. Okay, nice big shot. You've done a fairly slow shutter speed because you can see the movement of the stars up there. There's something weird. Oh, that's up a mountain. Okay, I'm guessing somewhere where you are there's a ski slope up there. That's a pretty cool place. And there's some massive nuclear explosion going on over there. That could be a power plant of some sorts, maybe? And Tree of Life, so you're considering that little tree there, this tiny little object in your image, to be the main subject for you to name your photo. Let's see what you said here. The inlet at the Barnet Beach. Barnet Beach? Barnet Beach. On the other side of the inlet is the city of North Vancouver. Is the city of North Vancouver. So if you've got a normal Vancouver and then you've got a North Vancouver as a different city. And the main focus is this single silhouetted tree on the left side. I also love the transition in the sky colours from the polluted oranges of the city to the natural blues in the fresh skies near the mountain. Okay, yeah, see that? Okay, yeah, so it's only a 30-second shot. Okay, you've got it straight. You've got your colours there, but honestly, if the object of your image is this tree, it's not really there at all. Because you've got all these other trees just outside. You know, a silhouetted tree is if it's something big tree silhouetted, and you're really making it stand out here. But here it's not. It's kind of slightly blown out also by the fact that all these lights behind it, they're encroaching in on the contrast of the tree. The bit over here as well, just so that there's a fire going on the tree. So I'm more distracted by that than actually noticing the silhouette of the tree here. And also the same thing goes with this stuff over at the side as well. So I think this hasn't quite worked at all. What I do think you could be doing here is getting close up to this tree getting a neutral density graduated filter, putting it on upside down so the dark bit's at the bottom, putting that over where the lights of the city would be and doing a super long exposure. So you've got these amazing star trails there. Because then you've got the amazing star trails, this dark, or the city and a tree close up. Here you're just too far away from any of the image to make it like punchy or interesting. So yeah, go to that tree, get some shots of it, get some long exposures. Doing like a 20-minute, 30-minute, hour exposure. If your camera, all you need to do is get one of those little shutter release cables. Get one of those. But otherwise, the subject here is not what is about this image. This image is actually just kind of a night shot. Okay, your next one. Frozen liquid. Okay, I've got a strong suspicion that that is not frozen, and you've just done a very long shutter speed here, so that's pretty, technically, quite good work. Colours are totally not going for it there, especially if you're considering that it's like frozen. This looks more like radioactive pollution destroying the world here. Using a piece of welded glass as a 10-stop neutral density filter. My goal is to make the choppy water on the very windy day to look like the glass was frozen water. Look like glass or frozen water. This was my first image I've edited in RAW, and the colours look different from the JPEG than they looked after editing in Camera Raw. So I don't know what happened here. Ugh. Honestly, if you're sending your images for me to critique, please do not send me images where you don't even know how you've edited them. If you're saying that you can't, you're like, oh, there's a difference between the JPEG and the RAW, and I don't know what's happened here. Why have you sent this in? This is a photo critique page. This is not a, how do I do this photo, Dom? This is like, I'm critiquing your photography skills here. And the big issue with your photography skills here is you don't know how to use your materials or your software here. So big fail if you're going, I don't know what happened. That's wrong. If you said I really wanted to look like a radioactive disaster and wanted to all have this strange green tinge to it, say you've won, you've got it. Otherwise, you've just kind of like thrown yourself out there going, I'm so amateur, I'm sending in photos I don't even know how I've edited them. So, not so good. In terms of what you've done as a photo of the 30 seconds and in terms of the exposure, fine. Colour, totally wrong. Editing, you failed on. Learn to use your software before you put your photos in for a critique. Whenever you print out your photos, check again that the image you get on your screen is the same as what comes out in your printer. Just don't send images where you can't even figure out how to use editing software. Next one. Okay, okay, this is a shot of, I'm guessing this is your abs. Good abs, good abs. This picture is lit by using two small LED lights, something you can get from the dollar store. They are fun to use because of how versatile they are with close-up and directions that you get with them. The small LEDs are just held above each pectoral muscle. A bit of dodging and burning was done in Photoshop, and it was made black and white, followed with an orange photo filter. Okay, it's a bit of a boring shot here. Abdominal lighting. Okay, right. Good move of having the light from above. Having it from above on muscles is great because it makes you look ripped. Evidence here. In terms of photography, though, if I saw this on a if I saw this on a website, would I stop by this? I would go, no. If there's a pair of boobs up there, I may have done, but that's just something else. In terms of photography, it's just an odd photo. It's just a strange look at somebody's tummy muscles with some highlighted on the rippling muscles. And it also looks like I'm seeing something up here. Is that actually the wire of the light or something? I don't know what's going on there. it isn't the best use of light that you've done here. This is where something, if you had like a big umbrella or a single light coming down or something like that, you'd have much more aesthetically pleasing lighting going on here. But here it's all a bit mishmash. How you've got kind of a shadow kind of going there, you've got shadows there. It just doesn't quite all fit together. Maybe even if it was like a conceptual shot where it was just like that, and people are like, what the hell am I looking at? But here it's a little bit too much and a little bit overblown on this muscle here. It's just like, it's just totally whited out there, or kind of oranged out as well. It's just an odd one. It's not really, it's not like a still art. Still art? Is that the term? You know when you take a picture of a tomato or something like that. And also its position, like you've got nothing down here. Oh my god, why did I just zoom in? Why did I just do that? Okay, let's go for your next one, Inlet. Okay, straight away, this one, I'm guessing this is in the same location that you took that shot of the radioactive place. And I'm guessing there's a couple of shots stitched together, and it's quite interesting how you've got kind of a bit of a storm going on over there. But, oh, looks like a little bit of odd duff photoshopping on that bit there. And again, you can see it, unless that's smoke coming out of the trees. Odd how there'd be smoke coming out of the trees. And there also seems to still be a little bit of an angle. Like up here is higher up than down here. But yeah, okay, let's work on this one. I think that one's it's not an interesting subject. You've taken a cool panoramic image of a very interesting place. You've got interest in the sky, you've got interest in the middle. It's very much middle photo, as in the horizon is right in the middle. The foreground is not proven, like, you've got all these great rocks. You could get so many cool, interesting macro shots of these amazingly coloured rocks and this super clear water. It's amazingly, like, this looks like a lovely place to go. I'd love to go there in the summer. And these, again, are very odd and strange and unusual and creepy, but cool. But this image as a whole doesn't work. You've got a big dominant sky, you've got a kind of a green hill, you've got a dark mountain over there, you've got this blue, this clear water here, you've got these stones here. It's like, what is the subject of this photo? What have we called it? The inlet. Okay, so it's the whole area. But that's the thing. I'm not seeing the whole area. I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different things, and then being slightly distracted by the bird in the tree over here. It's an odd one how, yeah, okay, let's see. A large panoramic image consisting of 15 images, 3 columns, 5 rows. My goodness, that was a lot. The images all turned out very grey and foggy looking, so I used the recovery technique and got it to look the way I wanted. Okay, well, in terms of your technical skills here and your exposure-wise, I think it's fine. But in terms of the composition and the concept of what you're trying to shoot, I just don't think you've really shown. Again, it's called the inlet. Where is inlet? Is the inlet that side? Which, again, looks like there's a little bit of a mistake there. Or is it there? I can't tell. I can't tell what's going on. Again, this might be a cool shot. Look, looks like somebody on the beach. If you had somebody standing on the rocks there fishing in the water, or somebody swimming in the water, depending on whether it's summer or winter. So yeah, I do think those are very cool, and there could be definitely a lot of interesting shots done with them. In fact, I've done something a little bit like that. Hold on. Okay, so suppose this is kind of the closest thing I got. Again, totally wonky angle. This is a bit of a ruined photo, but we've got something like that as well. I think that's just part of a pier or something there near the Edinburgh Forth Road Bridge. But yeah, there's definitely, I think getting like night shots of that would be really interesting. Also, I just think the time of day, you haven't really got the coolest photos for what it could have been. Try nighttime or evening time or just sunset time as well, would be good. Okay, this next one, Frozen in Time. Yes, it's a shot of a splash on a rock, close up. That is quite interesting how you've got a very shallow depth of field and you've frozen that, but again, would I stop at this on a if it's on a website with loads of photos? Absolutely not. It's a subject which is seen every day in every location. The only kind of thing is the fact of the angle that you've got. So you've actually gone out into the water a little bit and got the shot there. But it's of a disgusting rock that actually just looks like a giant elephant dump and some water splashing off it. So again, I think this would be, again, very cool if you used it at a different time of day, because the lighting here is just not that interesting, it's not that fun. So if this was like a sunset, or if you were using flash to mimic a sunset of some sort, this would be really, really cool. But just now, because of the colour of that turd at the side, it's just a bit of a picture of a poo with some water being splashed against it. That's how I'm seeing it. So yeah, nighttime, not nighttime, but like sunset time where you get proper reflections and shadows and something kind of more interesting than that. That's the only thing I'd say. Last one, hidden in the closet. Oh, cool. Okay. Cool. Oh, selective colorization, but it's not. This is just some clever editing I think you've done here. Okay, I like this one. This could be like an advert for some kind of weird thing. Yeah, that's cool. Hidden in the closet. You don't have to critique this image if you don't want to. Oh, I do. I want to. This is a replacement for the abdominal lighting image. This is much better than your abs one. If you are not allowed to show it on YouTube. Again, this picture was taken with the LED lights and it shined right into my eye. Later in Photoshop, I made it black and white and edited my eye. Cool! Good work. Good work. I like this one. You've done some clever editing on this one. I like what you've done there. That is a clever edit of adding the kind of rainbow of colours into your eyeball. Only thing I would say for yourself is maybe use some matte kind of makeup to kind of calm down the sheen on the face from the light. Also, invest in a flash. My goodness, you're doing this all with LED lights. That's pretty cool, but honestly, your world will change once you get a proper flash. How can you make this better? I don't know. I don't think you can make this one better, but I definitely think you could be doing lots of other types of this type of photo, where you've got maybe more bits in light and other different parts in shadows, or maybe where you've got that and the other eye. We can see just the part of the other eye which is in colour. Yeah, I think that's a cool shot, and potentially that's an idea where you can do more with it. Okay, I'll leave it there. Thank you very much, Dom, for looking over my images and let you know. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Have a good day. Okay, thank you, Kevin. Kevin Andrew Minato. You look like you live in a lovely location, so use it, but don't use it just during the daytime. Go out in the evening, go out in the winter, go out in the summer. Go out in the first thing in the morning when there's mist on the water or something like that. Go out at all times of the day. And if you're at school, you've got hundreds of models. Again, unless you've got no friends. Okay, hope that helps. Bye-bye.